we're back. There we go. My whole computer froze. So I have to reboot everything. My computer is literally like shot. We're gonna be looking at trying to get me a new one at this point. So, yeah. But that means this one will, become like a secondary computer, and then I can like figure out how to do like dual PC streaming to take the load off. RIP 3K. Yep, pretty much. How did you break your computer? Intel broke my computer is what really happened. I know for a fact I do dumber shit with my PC and it isn't broken yet. It's because the whole Intel thing. I have to underclock my PC constantly. And so I have to do a BIOS upgrade at some point, and I haven't done that yet. But I ended up having the 14th gen, whatever it was. We're getting to the point where most of the previous stable chips are starting to die. Yep. So I need to pretty much get a new PC. Well, I was gonna look into getting a new just processor and motherboard, but at this point I should just buy a new PC because it's cheaper than buying the parts separately. Dual PC is simple. Use OBS teleport. It's a network link between the two OBS programs. Oh, interesting. You might want to wait because of RAM. Well, I can't wait because my computer is actively dying. So, yeah. Why is it not? That was weird. Right now it's weird. Pre-builts are typically cheaper than buying the parts. Yeah, that's what. Also, just buy a capture card. Don't do the networking stuff. Well, I have to figure out. I have the capture card attached to my mixer, I think. But I have to figure out if that actually works or not. They have already dropped a bunch. Oh, that's good. Oh, ad break. Choose ad break because I ended up restarting stream. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? There we go. Let's try this again. Oh, I need to open the rest of the stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to go the AMD route. So I have to figure out like what is good on the AMD side. Pat and I were working a little bit to kind of put stuff together. And I think I understand at this point like kind of what's good. And then I watch a lot of like Linus tech tips. So going between that and like trying to figure out the only problem that I'm having is if it's worth Micro Center had a nice deal on motherboard, processor, and RAM for $600. So it's funny. The more I'm learning about like new computer parts, the more I'm like, it might have a higher number and it might be like newer, but it's not always better. So like trying to figure out like what's actually good is so hard. And so like trying to figure out whether getting something, just stay away from those 9000 series GPUs. There are certain numbers that matter and it's usually not the ones that you're presented. Yeah. I was looking at like a Ryzen 7. I forget what it was. I think it was 9000, but it was like instead of Ryzen 9. The way stuff's set up, I'm like, this is so confusing. I learned Intel stuff pretty early on. Like all my PCs were Intel, and then now like learning AMD. And then I didn't realize that you can have NVIDIA. Oh hey, no lot. You can have NVIDIA with AMD stuff. I didn't. I thought you'd have to get specific like AMD graphics cards. Like it's a whole new, brand new learning process for me. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. But I also need to figure out, like, what price range is good, because oh, I can't type. Grr. Okay, so I guess we are doing that really quick. Which means I need to swap this. That goes there. That goes there. This turns into this. And we head this way. All right. Boop boop ba doo doo doo. Boop boop boop. Alright. Now I need to grab this. What? No. Grab this. Grab that. BitCraft Adventures. We need card creator. Alright. So, boop. And that means to be... You got those backwards a bit? Got what backwards a bit? Is it me or are you trying to pad? Okay. is better for gaming because it's higher boost speed. Also have 3D cache, but green might not actually end up being with the mix. What I assume you're getting at. Yeah, it's in a way where it's like the newer number might not be the better number. Yeah. Okay, I need to open. My brain was not ready. Okay, so Nalot. There we go. Player ID. Grab that. New card. So I'm rebuilding my entire Pokemon living dex and I'm having trouble figuring out how to go about it. Nala. Nalo? Nalo. Nalo. Okay. Boo boo boo. Sync. There we go. With some of the earlier games, Red sets of 3, I'm debating getting all of them in the third game and then just getting versions exclusives in the originals. So when you mean entire Pokemon living dex, what does that... Is it like the Pokemon Home thing? I'm gonna have one of every single Pokemon collected across all generations, and then for shits and giggles, I might add forms and then shinies later too. I see. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and screenshot mode. Mm. I don't know how exactly they want this photo to be taken. How can I get the best view? It's very annoying that the head gets cut off. That's terrible. Let's see if... Oh, no, that's not gonna work. Hello! Off with their head. Let me swap here really quick while I try to... This camera angle is... Screenshot mode. So, how do I want to do these? Because it would be... What if I did... The chicken is kind of stuck in that photo. I don't really like that. Trying to get it that... I might have to get rid of the chicken. Boop. What's the turnaround time for on stuff from Tag General Store? Like tier 4 Epic Tools. I actually don't have an exact time frame for that, but I'm going to like assume a few days. I would say a week at most, depending on how much stuff I have to gather. Hello, and thank you for the gifted sub to Structures channel. I went to bed and saw it on the VOD. Aw, of course. Yeah, we were watching Shock's channel in the living room, and we were like, oh, well, I made mention though. I'm like, Shock always watches me, and he has all these stream streaks, and he's always subbed, and I always feel bad because I never like remember to do like the stream streaks and stuff like that. And Cal was like, you could always just gift him a few subs, and I was like, sure. So, okay, screenshot mode. And then we are going, oh, no, shoot, oh. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's actually much better. Okay. Let's do that. Screenshot mode. And then we have these. And these. It's so funny, the camera angle. Like, makes it seem so tiny. Okay, boop. Okay, save. ID card. No. Save. Let's see how this turned out before we... There we go. Okay, let me... Photo... Okay. New. Save. Save, yes. And then swap. Nope, that didn't work. Save. Save, yes. Swap. There we go. Okay. There we go. Save card. Let's, gallery, roster, and there you go. Okay. I didn't ignore you. I just answered later. Okay. There we go. Do do. Okay. I can't believe I'll actually have to make all the leather in an isekai. They just drop off 500 bird corpses and get paid. That's funny. Yes. You will have to do the things. You will have to do all the things. Okay. Okay. But yeah, no, now that we, well, got that covered. Let's bring that back down. Okay. And then time to go finish the craft. Okay. But yeah, no, I think with reroll stuff, I would say right now I don't have like a whole bunch of supplies, but I could probably get it done like in like a day or two. Because I don't have anything else on the docket. So, yeah. And for an epic, it's anywhere between, I think we said it was tier 4 and tier 6. But if you can only use up to tier 4, then we would make the epic up to tier 4. If you can use up to tier 6, then it would be anywhere between tier 4 and tier 6, because based on rerolls. Sometimes it's easier to try and get it to epic, like the next tier up, than it is to like keep just rerolling the same thing. But you can only use tier 4 at the moment. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Working towards getting an epic bow. I see. Okay. Speaking of epic and bows, I got my epic crossbow. Well, actually, Cow made me the epic crossbow. Tier 7 epic crossbow. Yep. Obviously a long way off From 100 or from 0 to 100k points. Actually, it's not that much. Surprisingly, like some of these, if you do like fish oil and stuff like that, it's like 20k. So if you look at the quests, some of them will actually have like some pretty big mark rewards with it. I think cloth, leather, the more processes it has, the more marks it has. Give me one quick sec. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm gathering corpses for leather quests. Will turn meat into fertilizer for cloth stuff. Oh, nice. Okay. Where is quest board? Yeah, fish oil, like tier 5 fish oil, 11,000 marks. So like cloth, 16,800. So like, yeah, you can get 100k. Like Mog got very quickly up in the rankings. Mog has 86,500. So, yeah, quite a bit. Quite a bit. DMK, hello. Just picked up the latest for Diablo 4 to play as Paladin and Warlock. Diablo is one game I can totally get behind. Hello. Is it a new update for Diablo 4? I haven't played Diablo 4. Diablo 4. As much as I have nice skill numbers, I only have tier 2 tools, so I won't be doing tier 5 fish oil. Got it. Got it. I mean, the other thing you can do is do rare tools, because that's like cheaper, and then that gives you like tier 4 at least. I don't know when it came out, but the big dollar amount comes with stuff I don't need since I do not play retail. Ah, I see. Yeah, I haven't played any of the new Diablos. I played Diablo 2. Oops. General store. So yeah, rare tool, 25,000, and it could be between 3 and 5. I did see that they added WoW tier 1 gear to Diablo 4 for transmog. What? That's kind of crazy. Transmog, best mog. Just had an XPEX release on the 28th, so it's pretty new. I see. Diablo always reminded me of like, I just want a decent pair of pants. Be right back. Sounds good. But yeah, to go back on the topic right before we were talking about guild stuff, looking into getting a computer and like trying to figure out like what is actually going to be good, because there's that threshold where you're like, do I like spend the money to get something like quote unquote top of the line, which like looking at like $8,000 for a PC, but is it worth it? Like, I've always wondered that, like what range is it like worth? Because depending, like, I don't know, I've always had like budget PCs my entire life, but now that I'm streaming again, I'm like, I kind of need to like invest in like good quality stuff. Diminishing returns kicks in pretty hard at the top. That's what I'm like, what is still good at, like, because it's so difficult. Like, this computer that we have was supposed to be like good, and I think we spent like 2,000 on it, and then it would have been good if it wasn't for the whole Intel thing. So like half of it works and half of it works really well. But then now, like, looking at stuff, I'm like, I don't want to end up spending budget. Like, I don't want to buy a budget computer to be like, oh, it's just going to be like useful for like 2 years. Where if you get that, like the higher end, like at that point, does it last longer? Like, it's not worth you getting top line. You don't play anything that would need it. If you were playing a brand new releases at Ultra Graphics 4K resolution, then maybe you'd notice the top of the line graphics card, but play stuff like BitCraft, it's like buying a Ferrari to drive to the grocery store. So, I tend to buy for 5-year upgrade cycles. That's what I'm like looking at, because one of the things is when Pod Race comes out, I don't know when that's supposed to be coming out, but when Pod Racer comes out, I wanted to look at getting my stuff upgraded for that. We just bought new desks. We bought standing desks. Redacted. Hi, Redacted. Salutations. How are you? I'm exhausted today. We bought standing desks. Because I have we both have L desks. And we were talking about it where Cal doesn't want to be like tied to playing or sitting at the computer. He's like, I want to be active. And so he has a standing desk at work, and we have a walking pad here. So he was like, everything we buy like double. So it all matches and it's all the same. All of our monitors are the same. Our computers are different. Only because we got mine like a year or two after we got his. But trying to buy like the same computers, same monitors, like everything has to match, which is hilarious, but it is what it is. And so we got these standing desks. And he's like, hey, your computer's not working well anymore. Like, we'll see about upgrading like your computer. Give me quotes, give me numbers, let's figure out. And I was like, oh, well, every single time I buy a computer that's kind of like low end, something seems to go wrong with it, unless it was like something that I bought 10 years ago, which apparently was still working. So also, if you don't exactly know the stuff yourself, you could end up relying on someone who uses outdated info or biased info. Yeah. And so, like, I trust Pat. I trust, like, talking with people, and, like, usually I try to do my own research. But, like, this time around, I'm just like, is it worth it? Like, is it worth it? So we'll see. We're looking at really upgrading mine because I'm streaming, and then plus I'll have like a dual PC set up for stream if I really want it. And then I think we said, would possibly just get part upgrades, or if he did get a new computer, it wouldn't be like anything like major. But we're looking at getting the curved monitors, because these monitors that we have right now are from like 2016, so they're like 10 years old. And because these monitors are 10 years old, Cal wants a third monitor, but they don't sell these monitors anymore, so he's just gonna get one of the big curved monitors, because it equals 3 monitors anyhow. So with that, he's gonna buy a curved, and that means I get a curved, which I wanted a curved for when Pod Racer comes out. Again, this all ties on Star Wars Pod Racing. So once Star Wars Pod Racing comes out, I want to get the joysticks, the flight sim sticks as well. Yeah. And then enjoy some pod racing. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I don't know how it's gonna work. Excuse me. Like, again, dual PC setups and all that kind of stuff. So like my tech knowledge is so out of date. But yeah, I need to find a PC that is gonna last me for streaming and multitasking and editing. And so I just don't know what range that is. So yeah, all the fun stuff. But I have to look into it sooner than later. Twice yesterday I blue screened. And then today, starting up, I froze earlier, and so like it's just getting worse and worse. Worse and worse. Everything is just getting worse and worse. Okay. Thirsty bird. You thirsty? Potions. Oh, yeah. We'll drop some of this off. Potions. You thirsty? Place. Is there anything else in here? Oh, I need to grab these. Okay. And then, boop. I like spreading these out. I don't know why. I just do. I didn't take that down, did I? Oh my gosh, I forgot to take that down. Oh, redacted. Thanks for reminding me to take that down. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh. Edit panels. Oh, man. Remove. Okay. I just wanted to remind you. Good job. Good job. I appreciate that. I didn't even realize that that was a thing. I didn't even realize. Scare. It's true. 'Tis true. Getting jump scared for a BitCraft stream. What is this? Is it worth it? Let me work it. Throw my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Okay, so like the top of the line PC you asked me includes a gigabyte Aorus GeForce RTX 5090 32, which is $4,000. Going even just down one step down to 5080 would be less than 2K, maybe even you wouldn't notice the difference unless you suddenly decide to play some brand new release on the scale of Cyberpunk on max graphics on a 4K monitor. Yeah. The one that I'm looking at, because we're probably gonna, it's gonna be, we'll buy pre-built. But the one we were looking at is like 35, I think. Cat may suddenly decide to play Indiana Jones. Why? What's in? I just recently RIP'd my mouse. Oh, rip mouse. What kind of mouse? What kind of mouse? Oh, I needed to throw that in there. Tailoring. Multitasking. Right clicker was failing. Logitech G600. How do you... I was gonna say, how do you like Logitechs? I've always done Razer. I forget what Cow's is. His has like a dragon logo on it. Razer was out of my budget. Yeah, it has Dragon is red dragon. Yeah, he has a red dragon. Mouse. My old PC that I keep in my bedroom to game in bed, which I'm on right now, is using a 1070, and I'm watching your stream, have BitCraft map up, playing BitCraft, Minecraft running in the background. It's handling everything, with the exception of horrible studying, because it's horribly optimized. Yeah, like... The thing is, I want something that if I do decide, like, pod racing is going to be the thing that I want to play, that's going to be intense. And so pod racing specifically, I'm like, I'm going to want to play that and not have it stutter because it's going to be a racing game. Plus having curved monitors. I don't necessarily care about 4K. I've never really cared about 4K. I play in 1080 perfectly fine. So like even if I stay in 1080, it's still going to be like good quality, which is all that matters. So I don't know why your machine's giving me so much trouble. It's newer than my PC I keep downstairs, which does everything. It's the Intel. Yeah. I mean, one of these days, just kind of go through it, but it's literally just the Intel. Because I have to keep underclocking it. I went from 54 to 53 now. So I think it's just deteriorating like extra quickly. So I don't know. It's unfortunate that's the case, but it is what it is. Was not... we didn't really know the Intel problem was a thing when we bought this PC. So there's that. Okay. We need... Shoot. Cloth. We need a lot of stuff. Jeez. Okay. How am I gonna bulk this? Bulk, 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 bulk. I guess what I can start with is this, and we need straw and crop oil. So straw. Ember is straw, I think. Let's go plant this. Make sure that's... Do I have stuff already planted? No. I could have sworn I had stuff planted the other day. But I guess not. I have a 1070 Ti with AMD 2600X. I tend to have BitCraft running while playing a gacha game, Unity, on a stream on and watching YouTube. Runs just fine. Plus 13 browser windows open with hundreds of tabs. Jeez. I just have to reset my PC once a week. I always turn my PC off at night. And I'm like, is that good or bad? I was always told to turn my PCs off. But like now that like more people are like, no, you don't have to. And I'm like, but I thought you always had to turn your PC off at night. Mine, I always feel like I need to because like memory leak. Like after a couple of hours of having Chrome open, it becomes super sluggish. What's my GPU? My GPU is... I can tell you in 2 seconds after I... plant this. I think it's a 4070. I think it's 4070 Super, but let me check. I had just looked at it last night. Jeez. There's a faster way to do this. There we go. I keep forgetting to hit the max button. Boop. Okay. Settings. System. About. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 Super, 12 gigabytes. Yeah. And then I have 32 gigs RAM. I have the i9 14900KF. My storage, I still have 700 gigs out of 900. It's better to turn your PC off, but you don't have to. My PC is 9 years old and I leave it on weeks at a time. Cow doesn't turn his off. So, and his seems to be mostly okay. His was acting up a lot worse than mine. But he also has the same Intel problem. He just has the 13th gen. I have 14th gen. So, if your computer is running, it needs to be cooled so the fan bearings get extra wear, capacitors, extra wear, RAM accumulates background shit over time, which restarting clears. Cuts off access to remote. Hackers can do their shit on your PC while you sleep. Applies updates. So yes, it's a good idea to turn it off at night. You don't have to, but it is beneficial. Nice. That is good. Good to know. I have had so many like dreams where I'm like, quote unquote, gotten my computer like hacked while I was sleeping and like woke up in the middle of the night. And I'm like, horrible dreams. It's only ever actually happened once where I woke up and had like messages that I was like, your stuff has been compromised. And I was like, no. How dare. So, that is for that. My old computer 3 was like 13, 15 years old, and I use it as a server, and it runs 24/7. It's still fine. And it's not like I do anything sketchy. Like, I don't do anything sketchy with my computers. I'm not, like, on weird sites. I don't know. Just don't know. Cloth, tier 3. Oh, excuse me. Yawny face. Oh, I didn't do my tasks. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Also, the farms are starting to come up because it's like 5 minutes. Alright. Alright. Done. Yep. Starting to eat, starting. Swim. Alright. Split stack 20. Split. I need tier 3. This is 50. Split. That's at the other place. Cooking. I don't have star balls. No. Tailoring. We don't have. I probably don't have the bait fish. Oh, I do have bait fish. And then rampart. Are you chittin' or yeah, you're chittin'. Chittin'. 5. Split stack 10. Split stack 1. Okay. We go in here. Mom said, just walked in, but need to scrub ladybugs off the front of my car. We'll be right there. Okay then. Welp. Alright, scholar. We need split stack 20, I think. Pretty sure. And then Svim, you needed 5, so split stack 5. Okay. I think that is all the quests that I have. Claim. Which upgrade level is that player house? This one is, I think, level 6. So it's one away from the max. I'm pretty sure it is one away from max. Because the tier 7 max one has like the extra room on the side. Oof. Angry tummy. My stomach just started growling like crazy. What does the tier 3 newbie go mount add? Does it go up close better? Yes. I think it jumps 8. It's so nice. It is indeed very nice. I completed it, but I haven't set one down yet. Yeah, having houses is really, 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 really good. Really good. Okay. It's gonna give me less than 100 straw, I swear. And we are at an hour craft time. Release. Okay. Eat. I guess I have to look into that because these hills are really wasting time on long-term hunting runs. Yeah, having the goat, tier 3 goat is really important. Oh. Hi, Seven. How are you? Beep. Chugging soda. You got blasted by an ad. Sorry. Ads are currently running. Cat stretch. Yep. Stretchy, stretchy, stretchy. Stretchy, stretchy. All the stretchies. All of the stretchies. I am so tired. Hello. How are you? Okay. Are you back? We still have 35 seconds on ads. Logging in to pay my 150-hour dues? What? What 150-hour dues do you... What? What do you mean 150-hour dues? Oh. Got it. 150 per hour supply. We're still under 100. We're at 94. I do need to fill this up. We're at 16 days. I like to try and keep it mostly topped. Keep it mostly topped. Just in case something happens. Okay. What else did... Oh, it's Starbulb. Alright. What should I work on? I guess I can start transferring some of this stuff over. What? Where's my cart? Cart, what you doing? Oh, that's what I was doing, wasn't it? Oh, I was busy doing stuff yesterday, and I just wasn't paying attention, apparently. Okay. So... we're gonna finish these. Oh no, the kilns are ready. Okay. Okay, okay. Itchy. So itchy. So itchy. So tired. Oh. I forgot. I have to write this down. Is it bleeding through? I can't tell. Okay. Oh. Oh. Got that. I just sent all my kids to the mines for an hour and then to the forest for an hour and then play with mud bricks for an hour and Fallout supply for a month. Usually, yeah. I primarily use bricks, but it also depends because like I can get trees really easily. So it just depends on how bored I am at the time. Which one I actually want to do.
So, who broke it? I'm not mad. I just want to know.
I did.
It's true. It is true. I did. I always borketed it. Always. Always borketed it. Cat breaks everything and I don't know how. It's true. It's, you know, being an agent of chaos. That's just how it is. Just how it is, being an agent of chaos. Excuse me. Agent of Chaos. Alright, I wanted to try and at least get 5% done today, but I don't know that I'm going to get 5% done. Seeing that I went back by a little bit. Okay, this is going to take me an hour. This I can speed up by, you know, putting the correct gear on. The other thing I guess I could do is just take everything and put it away. Crushed shells I also need to do. Animal hair we don't have anything for. We're working on straw right now. At some point, we're gonna have, like, pigment and stuff like that. Which, let's look at the calculator. We need times 5, which means 9,000. Okay. Okay, okay. Oh. Oh, so freaking tired. Grrr. So freaking tired. God damn. I actually was like, I actually got some muscle going. Muscle. I don't do anything for muscles. Here we go. Benchmark and how far, not far from the device. I see no rise. No, you cannot keep it. Stop farming drastically. But yeah, no, I did that same benchmark as well. Sweet. You're seeing... Mine doesn't say TI. It just says 4070 Super. Interesting. I'm 60% of the way with Pokemon Blue achievements, and I think most of the annoying stuff is done. Now gotta just be a lot of grinding. Well, you gotta be the very best. Like no one ever was. Are we showing off PC specs? No, I'm trying to buy a new PC. So we're looking at what's gonna be worth it. Because I'm having problems with Intel. I have an Intel processor chip currently. And the computer I have is good. But because it being Intel, I want to try and go over to AMD. Which means I want to need to buy a new computer because this computer is just glitching like crazy. and blue screening like crazy and having issues like crazy. So we're just trying to see what's worth it. Yeah. 4070 Super. Yeah, I don't have the TI. But if we can look at... I mean, if the 5090 is worth it... The thing is, like, it's... With streaming, I think I push the computer a lot more. And... trying to figure out... like, multitasking. Because I want to be able to run, like... all of my accounts if I need to. Right now I can only run 4 at a time. It's a lot of defeat the Elite Four several times and defeat all trainers collecting all data. So are you trying to max out the Pokemon as well? Like, are you gonna level 99 everything? Freak. Transfer all. Boop boop. Hi, Mom! How is the ladybug washing? Hello! But yeah, because I'm also, like, if I'm doing more video editing, like, I just watched, the Linus Tech Tip video where they bought their editor, the, like, $20,000 PC, and I was like, is it really worth it? Planterns! Hello! Like, is that really worth it? I should check the quest board. I was gonna say, we still have a lot of stuff on the quest board. I think we've only really had like 2 or 3 turn-ins. Today we're trying to, we're at 30% and I'm trying to hit 35%. So we will see. But yeah, because like, it's not like I'm doing like Marvel movie editing. I'm pretty much just using it for like sometimes shorts, sometimes long form. So it's not like I need to have like insane computer for editing, but it would be nice to be able to, you know, not have to worry about it. I buy a new PC every 7 years, approximately 2K range. 20K would need to last me 50 to 70 years. Yeah. It's... If you haven't seen that video, it's actually kind of funny. Like, the amount of stuff that they bought. Yeah. I'm expecting PC to have legs and arms by that time. Yes, indeed. Our PCs are just gonna be robots that, you know, do all the work for us. But yeah, I'm usually in the same boat with like the 2K range, but now with Intel being terrible, if I'm streaming, like, I'm usually at Chobits. Yep. I love Chobits. She was so cute. But I'm like, I sit at like 80% a lot of times. I think with memory? I'm not sure. I forget which one it is. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know what I do to my PCs at that point. But multitasking. multitasking. To answer your earlier question, I'd rather shove a pineapple than try to max level all of my Pokemon in Gen 1. Got it. So I made AI do it, but basically has the same opinion of me, so read the following when you have time. Got it. Sorry it took so long. I went to buy the pineapple. Oh, that's great. What is it? Everything fits if you try hard enough? Is that the quote? I can't remember if that was the quote or not. Or if you're brave enough. Something along those lines. Something along those lines. Oh wow. Okay. Local AI development, massive 3D rendering workloads, or zero compromise 4K path tracing gaming. Unlike previous generations where 90 class card provide the modest 15-20% boost over the 80 class. NVIDIA intentionally separated the 5090. It features double the CUDA cores, C-U-D-A cores. I don't know what that is. Double the VRAM and double the memory bandwidth of the RTX 5080. The choice between these three distinct tiers depends entirely on the specific use cases, where the RTX 5090 is actually worth it. Local LLM training and AI research, heavy 3D animation and offline rendering, uncompromised 4K, multi-monitor VR sim racing, where the RTX 5080 is the smart choice, standard high-end 4K gaming, power and thermal constraints. 59 draws a massive 570 watts at peak, geez, requiring a 1000 watt plus power supply and a massive PC case. Draws a more manageable 360 watts, wow, that is meaning less heat dumped into your room. Where the RTX 4070 Super is a better value. 1440p high res. Casual content creation, if you only edit YouTube videos or do casual Photoshop work. 4070 Super dual encoder handles the task beautifully if you don't need to spend thousands more for fractional gain standard. Yeah. So it sounds like not really needing the 5090, but at least getting... I mean, if we're upgrading, we might as well upgrade, right? Was group tracking in this last update? No. Compute unified device architecture cores are specialized processing units inside NVIDIA graphics card designed to handle massive amounts of data simultaneously. Got it. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure the units can stretch to fit something like 3.5 raccoons. Okay. So pineapple should fit fine. Oh, Pat, I saw a video the other day you might find interesting. A guy built a passive water-cooled PC, really interesting build, and came out looking really nice. Like I said, for you, the 5090 is buying a Ferrari to go to the grocery store. Yeah. So, I mean, we should get something that's still an upgrade, but not, you know, that insane of an upgrade. So, I'm probably looking at, like, between the 3 and 4 range. I think the one specifically we were looking at was 3500. For me, the processor is, like, the processor and graphics card, but, like, RAM and all that, you know how it is. You know how it is. Okay. Superhero runs fine. Run my 6 characters in stream if I want to. Yeah, I have the 4070 Super. White Rabbit, hello. Welcome in. Raiding with a party of 12 people. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, Raiders. Hello. Playing on Bacon, thank you very much for that follow and welcome in. How was stream? What were you up to? Yay, thank you very much for getting the shout out. Danger awaits, danger awaits. We ground so hard we broke our keyboards. Now we're hopping. Wait, did you really break your keyboard? Oh no. Oh no. Let's see if Region 9 materials are worth the risk. Welcome in. We're doing some BitCraft, just grinding some different tiers of leather. Ooh. You're welcome. Thanks for welcoming me. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for stopping in. No, not really. I was about to be like, oh no. We really should set up automatically shoutouts with the bot. Danger awaits. That emote is so freaking cute. So freaking cute. Oh my gosh. I love the tiny cow. And the twerk. Well done. Apparently I need a twerk emote. Apparently. It's one thing I don't have. That's hilarious. But yeah, welcome. But grinding different tiers of leather. Oof. Oof. Cows are my favorite regardless of me being a rabbit. Aww. They're so freaking cute. The tiny little Highland fuzzy cows. Oh, they're like the most adorable thing. Except I'm 99% sure you can't twerk. You'd be surprised. I tease because I live on a farm. Oh. You'd be surprised. I have taught myself really well. Thanks, Pat. Thanks. It's true. It is true. Yeah, the tiny little, like, cute little, like, fuzzy Highland cows. Oh. I don't mean to raid and run it, but I gotta pick up my kiddos from school. I'll be like, sounds good. Thank you very much for stopping in. I'll take good care of your peeps in the meantime. And yeah, go get the kiddos from school. Gotta do the whole parenting thing. But yeah, follow the White Rabbit. I love the name. Love the name. We were actually talking about that the other day. Follow the White Rabbit. Okay. Meh. We're gonna take some stuff over to drop it off. Planks. I guess we can take 200. We don't need any tier 4 planks. I can take another 200 of these over. Fishing, we need to do fish. Foraging, we still need to do foraging. Oh, I'm like running so low on bark. Bark, 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 bark. Yeah, I'm running hyper low on leather. Oh, there we go. Transfer all. Put those away. Pebbles. Tier 4 pebbles. We don't have enough tier 4 pebbles. So split stack. 100. We don't have any tier 5. We need the 2 that we're missing. No. And then vials, we don't need any tier 4. Split stack. We'll drop that off. And then smithing, we need... Oh, we do need that. Okay, so then 100. tailoring. Transfer all. So tailoring. There we go. I think that's it that we can pull. I think that's it. Back in a couple, moving downstairs to work out while I play. Sounds good. You're walking to Subway right now? Subway as in transportation or the sandwich shop? Man, I could go for some Subway right now. What is your favorite Subway sandwich? Mine is the Italian BMT. That is my favorite sandwich from Subway. What? Why is that being weird? That was being weird. You're being weird. Boop. Ingots. Ingots. Okay. Leather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Scholar. And then rares. And then is this going to put us at 35? 32. Need 3 more %. Okay. I get a BLT with extra bacon and toasted American cheese. It sounds delicious. Okay. We have the stuff up here. Did we have anything with this requesting help? So that's not ours. What else did we have? Oh, we've been like mostly finishing this road out, by the way. So I saw Shock was talking about possibly finishing the spine of the pine at some point. Which I think is going to be like really helpful. Welcome back. Welcome back. But yeah, getting the Italian BMT, and then I used to like getting the meatball marinara one, but I haven't had that in forever. It's on my to-do list also for a long time. As I say, what's your to-do list now? What have you been up to? So now this should be 32%. Okay. I am gonna use the restroom really quick. And then we will get working on some more stuff. Be right back. Hello. Total roll preparation, tier 6 preparation, and I'm copying your idea for tag website. I saw that. That's funny. What you doing with it, I guess, is more so. Thank you, thank you. You're welcome. Shh, shh. Don't tell a streamer I'm here. Shh, shh. But I can tell Doves Fly. Congratulations for redeeming first. There's that. Hello, welcome back. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. It was funny. I ended up getting like a bit of cheese to nibble on. And now my body's like, you're just really hungry. And I'm like, yes, I know I'm really hungry. But I had breakfast. I'd like to set up a platform for Slayers and Slayer sales and continuous dungeon runs. That's cool. Yeah, I saw the stall kind of layout thing that you had going. I was gonna say, a lot of people have been talking about doing Slayer run groups. I know at some point, usually I want to do it on Mondays. I want to start doing another like Slayer run type thing. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. And then I want to work with Wickery, actually. It was basically intended as a provisions town for the tier 7 dungeon, so this is in line with that. Yep. Yep, yep. Yeah, so Wickery right now I think is getting groups together as well. So, and then I know Slayer Sunday, of course. Mondays now-ish or later in the day. It would be now-ish because it would have to be during stream time. However, depending, some Mondays we might be able to do evening stuff in the future. So, it depends schedule-wise. So, yeah. Because it would be like, I think 3 hours. I think it's like from 6 to 9 or something like that. Pacific. That I'll have free time. So I guess Tag can hire him as a dungeon guide. Grandfather will be organizing teeth runs for now. So I guess can hire him as a dungeon guide. I was gonna say, we have a few people who want a dungeon guide. But yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Especially if they're willing to do it like during the day. But right now I'm working with Wick, who's setting up tier 7 groups. Tier 3 I can just do myself, to be honest. Because I have tier 5, tier 7 plate. So tier 3 is like nothing. And then I have the epic crossbow. Sometimes this week, I'm gonna upgrade these. Cow said he's gonna, because Cow is in epic tier 7. Complete just epic tier 7, everything. And so we're gonna work on getting my plate gear up, and then he's gonna work on making me a spear and shield as well. I'll be a platform, I don't know if you know, yeah, World v World from Guild Wars, where I have the commanders that group leads. What? Where you have the commanders that group leads? Do not share the question. Like who or where or is like the group for it? The chat? Private messages usually. Right now, pretty much it. But yeah, I know WVWVW. My dad was obsessed with that for the longest time. Absolutely obsessed with it. So in Guild Wars, they have commanders showing up on the map, so you can easily meet up with them. Yeah. Yep. They also have that with like mentoring and stuff like that. I think just in general Guild Wars too. So if you have the world events, you can just get an invite link and then it will show you where the group is. But yeah. So it just, I have to figure it out, to be honest. It's a bunch of logistics, and right now it's going to be really hard to get a lot of those logistics like done. It'd be the idea here also, people would flag their character as doing a run in which they show them on a Vegeta map. That's cool. Yeah, because there's like 5 different Discords now, I think, that are doing dungeon groups. I think Region 8, Region 19. There's a few others. And then you have, what's his name? Nidalee, who's always doing runs and stuff like that. So there's always people looking to do groups, which is always really cool. Always really cool. I need to look at this. So let's just finish this right now. Let's finish this. Because I'm going to need the bark for parchment. So we do tier 1 trees. I need 525 tier 1 planks. So we can just do that. We have 3% left for today. I can also do vials because we have the sand. And then pigment. Yeah. We have a lot of stuff that we can just get done out of the way. And then this is then of course straw, which we need 358, which I'm only guessing we're going to get like 100 of it. We're going to get like 100 of it because that's how that goes. That is exactly how that goes. Okay. And then what else did we need? I think that was it. I think that was it. Blah. Okay. Oh no. I died so many times last night coming out here into these woods and just not paying attention. There was an Ember that was on the other side, I think, that decided that it was going to use me as a chew toy. That one, up there. Except for I think he was down here. He's just, like, he's just standing on the wall. Staring over, like, I see you. But yeah, it was so funny. You're fine, you missed like 4 times in a row. I was gonna say, I'm in leather, so I'm a little chewy. Just a tiny bit chewy. Oh, are you I meant to ask, are you using the program that shows you a preview of like all the alts? And because like I was trying to use the one I had, I guess Voxel sent me the like a program that it like shows you the picture-in-picture of all your alts, but like when you click on it, it shifted. I didn't bit preview, that's what it is, but when I clicked on it, like clicked on the window, it just expanded it. It didn't actually like switch. So Nobi! Hi Nobi. Hello, hello. How are you? Hello. I was gathering ferns earlier today when I heard this weird barking and it was a jackal chewing on my legs. How long do you stream still? Math. Math is hard. Let's see. 12:30. So 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. So 4.5 more hours. Yeah, I stream 7 hours. I've been extremely unhealthy. Oh no. Oh no. That's unfortunate. I hope you feel better soon. Going to be healthier next week. Oh. So call me tomorrow if you can. It replaces sandbox you with the full setup. What? It replaces Sandboxy with the full setup. I have the program. Oh, you're saying full. Never mind. Okay, I see what you're saying. I usually my payment isn't consistent. Isn't the same amount always? Got it. I'll make your life a ton easier. Well, I was gonna say, depending. I like seeing everything, and then it's easy to do. But yeah, as long as it doesn't take up any more computing. So I got less than expected. Oh. Yeah. I think spring for me is usually the worst. But we're going into summer. You might not need another PC if I still need a PC because again, Intel. I have the bad chip. I'm becoming a salt-based creature. Oh no. No. So much sodium. So much sodium. I just immediately picture like a slug and salt and then just being like withering up. I need proper food instead of noodles. But noodles. All the nudes. All of the nudes. For the longest time, that's like all I ate was cup ramen. And not because it was like one of those like, oh, necessity type things. Like, it was my choice. By choice, I just sat and ate cup ramen. Oh. I love cup ramen. It was so good. So delicious. So delicious. I actually haven't had cup ramen in forever. Shin ramen. I like Shin ramen. It's a spicy ramen. Spicy. That's what I do. I have a tower of boxes of ramen. Yeah. 2 runny egg sandwiches. Extremely messy. I can't do runny eggs. Like, if I'm gonna do eggs, it has to be hard boiled, or it has to be like dry scrambled with like cheese. The only time I could do a runny egg was when we were in Japan, because for some reason the way that they do their like runny eggs over there, it was fine. Like, it wasn't like slimy. But a lot of times that I have like runny eggs like here in America, they're like super slimy. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do. Nope. I need to actually start like I'm trying to think, like, I don't eat bad. Like, my diet's not bad. I really don't have that bad of a diet. But I do need to start, like, eating more protein stuff. Just eating better as a whole. I can't do runny eggs as well. Normally I just fry them over hard. I just need to know how to cook eggs. Yeah, but I can't do them over hard either. They get rubbery. Like, it's like the hard part where it's like, if they're fried... I didn't drink water for like 3 days. What? No. No, bae. Tisk tisk. Milk or juice? Juice is mostly sugar, though. People have a misconception that eggs need hot heat. That's wrong. I was gonna say, like, simmer them. Wait, did I just answer a bot? Yes. Definitely. No, don't leave. Juice is soda pretending to be healthy. I have not heard that, but that is pretty accurate. It's funny because, like, I think of juice and I'm like, every single time I think of juice, I think of like concentrate juice, and I'm like, it's nothing but sugar. Mog! Hi, Mog. Runny eggs are illegal, I think. Cook eggs in warm pan. If fried eggs go all bubbly or spit, it's too hot. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I don't cook. Oh. Excuse me. Yanni, I'm so exhausted today. So freaking exhausted. Yeah, I don't cook. Cal cooks. So Cal makes like really good scrambled eggs, but he also like fluffs the eggs. So he adds like, I think, milk and something else and like whisks them, and it's like so fluffy. If they were rubbery, try mixing the yolk and egg white more before frying them, but scrambled is good too. Yeah, I love scrambled eggs. It's the only eggs that I'll actually like eat besides hard boil. To boil eggs, boil water, then add eggs, then turn off heat and wait for like 10 minutes. Yeah. I used to do my own hard-boiled eggs for like salads. And then I want to learn, my grandmother used to have a recipe for pickled eggs. Oh, they were so good. So I need to remember how to do pickled eggs. Because I think it's just vinegar and beets, right? And then you just leave it in the fridge for like a week. I don't know. I need to figure out how to do pickled eggs. Love me some pickled eggs. Pickled eggs are illegal too, I think. Darn. Welp. Why are pickled eggs illegal? This is shameful saying that you used to make hard-boiled eggs as an accomplishment. It's like my dad saying eggs and beans was him cooking. It's true. Honestly, it's true. Ember Mom still here? Yeah. I never ate a pickled egg when choosing.
Oh my
I always
gosh.
thank you so much. Yay! Thank you. Redacted. Thank you very much. Don't ask me, I'm no long maker. I never ate pickled eggs when choosing. I always got pickled onion. Pickled onion. Can of beets and quarter cup vinegar. And then just eggs. I cannot scramble eggs in a pan. I need microwave. Again, that's a careful job. Need to constantly stir them every 10 to 15 seconds. Scrambled eggs in a microwave. That's new. No, me and cooking do not go well because I have no patience for it. I've burnt water. Like, I have destroyed a pan because I completely forgot that I was trying to boil water. The water completely evaporated and it burnt the pan. I have burnt water. 14-day intense cooking course back at your place. Eggs are a good place to start with cooking. Well, I mean, that's what chefs do, is like all the different types of eggs. But yeah, Cal cooks. He's willing to like spend hours cooking. I can't. If it's longer than 15 minutes, I'm like, I have no patience for it. Bold of you to think 14 days would be long enough for Cat. It's true. I did, for like the longest time, watch like cooking shows and thought about like actually getting in depth with cooking because I like the theory behind like mixing flavors and stuff like that. Burning water definitely takes skill. Hey, that takes more skill than cooking. So yeah, it's good self-care. So as long as you're making something you like. Cooking theory. Yeah, I liked cooking theory. Like, I liked adding things together to like make good tastes. So like I loved making sauces. I had made my own fish tartar sauce type thing. It's not a theory, just do it. Well, you have to like balance, what is it? I can't remember what the actual term for it is. Like sour, sweet, bitter, and something else. Like you have to be able to balance those in a way that like your taste buds can tell that like one's not overpowering. So like stuff like that I thought was really fun. Or cheat and buy a jar of pickled beets, take beets out, and add hard-boiled eggs. Oh. Yeah, no. That sounds also good. If I use a microwave, I just mix eggs in a bowl, microwave for 90 seconds, scramble afterwards, or just leave as a circular egg mass. Sweet, sour, salty, bitter, umami, savory. Yeah, that's what it is. Talking of eggs, do I sell saggy eggs? The fried eggs seem pointless. The saggy eggs don't seem useful. I don't know. I have like a bunch of them. I have a bunch of them and like I have no idea. Supposedly they make an omelet, right? Ad break. We has ads. We has ads. It's a 15-minute basic food. That's it. That's it. But you won't be a perfect cook from the get-go. It's a process of messing up, making it edible, and eventually making something passable. Yeah, like I said, I used to cook. And then why cook when you have a chef, an at-home chef who's absolutely amazing and makes like some of the best Cuban food? What was I doing? That. Ah! No. We'll come back for it. Come on. I need a cow in my life. I know. Everyone needs a cow in their life. Once I started getting to hold on to them until cooking gets updated. Yeah. Cooking needs a whole facelift. We need 1 hour food. 1 hour food. 1 hour food. 1 hour food. I also, speaking of, need to make more regular food. Need more food. It's funny. I like cooking in video games. I like doing like cooking and alchemy in video games and stuff like that, but IRL, I'm like, nope. No thank you. No patience. I did, like I said, I did used to cook, but I just, nah. I would make like meals, my own like recipes. Yeah. I used to try making magic potions as a kid. I suspect we get 1 hour food with later tiers of trapped animals. Dev hinted 1 hour food last stream. Ooh. I didn't see that. I also need to finish watching that stream. I didn't watch all of it. 1 hour food. 1 hour food. 1 hour food. I remember mixing milk and lemonade. The theory was fizzy milk. Wouldn't that just curdle it? Wait, isn't that how you make cheese, though? No. I was gonna say, I've seen people on, like, YouTube making their own cheese, and I'm like, missed opportunity. It's true. 'Tis true. I have 44 saggy birdies waiting to place and care for. Jeez. Oh, that reminds me. I have some that I need to go take care of. Cheese is made from milk and lemonade. Don't listen to Seven. I could have sworn there was something along those lines of like purposely curdling it with like an acid or a citrus. I could have sworn I've seen someone do that at one point. Not lemonade. See, that's what I just said. It needs to curdle with an acid. It could be lemonade. Could be. To make buttermilk. It's stomach acid. What is it called? Like, there's people who do Coke and milk, I think. I forget what they call it though. I forget what the drink is called, but it's like, I don't know that I could ever drink something like that. Even though, okay, so technically it's just like a root beer float. Because like ice cream and soda, so like milk is just melted ice cream. So, you get clear Coke. Try that on stream, please. Show the result of what? What one are we doing? Coke and milk. Oh, yeah, no. There's no way. I'm lactose intolerant as it is. I am lactose intolerant. I lactose. I lactose! I don't like root beer floats. I used to love root beer floats as a kid. Looks like as long as it's made with actual lemons and has a low enough pH, you could make cheese with lemonade. Might taste funky though. This one time I played barman at neighbor's Christmas party and everyone asked for a Baileys and Coke and I did question him. He got a curdled Baileys. A Coke and milk sounds like trouble waiting to happen. Yeah. Yeah. But what was it? A&W had like root beer floats. And I used to get that as a kid. Those were good. I love root beer. I like ice cream and don't like root beer floats. I don't necessarily like cream soda. And sometimes when you get like certain flavors of vanilla, it can cause the drink to taste like cream soda. And then I'm like, meh. Meh. Cream soda illegal. Mog at this point? What is legal? You gotta keep me informed with what is legal at this point. I like cream soda, but it somehow gets everything sticky, and I never understand how. It's just like liquid sugar. That's it. 'Tis just be liquid sugar. Yachty face. Yachty face bedtime. One sec. Reminds me of what my son said yesterday. I made croutons to add to plain salad. He told me he didn't like the combination. Loved the croutons, not the salad. Huh. See, I can't do croutons and salad either, but I don't like, crunchy stuff. Thing is, he just doesn't like salad. That's funny. Black Cherry store brand has always been my favorite soda as a kid. Black Cherry store brand? I don't think I've heard of that. I don't think I've heard of that. Sorry, I'm answering a message. Sorry. I have to keep tabs on my phone. And so getting messages, making sure everything's okay. Okay. You've never heard of black cherry or store brand? Black cherry. I don't like black cherry soda. I have no idea about. Tangerine Cat, hello. Have you had much time to check out taming yet? Any high rarity chickens yet? I have an epic. I do have an epic that I started getting feathers. I had 6 rares this morning. Now I have 1 from failed smooshes. Oh, I have 3 rares and 1 epic. Do I smash the rares? I'm trying to get as many epics as I possibly can. If you harvest a chicken, like, get feathers, does that kill the chicken? No, thankfully not. Yeah, I was a little concerned, because for the longest time, I didn't have any luck whatsoever. And then I got a single epic, and, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth it or not. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's worth it or not. Because, like, the gloves seem awesome, but the amount of time it takes to actually get a chicken is insane. I'm still at the uncommon stage. I'll be back at it when I come back to Region 9. Where are you at now? Where are you now? Oh, I need to get food. I need to get food. 8 feathers. I did 3 rares and just 1 feather from them. Yeah, I waited until I got epic. Region 8 doing traveler tasks and restocking for future tasks. Nice. I need to get food. Food. Cooking. Nope, that was not cooking. That's cooking. Transfer all. Transfer all. It's a lot of transferring. Tasks reset in 8 minutes. Ooh, good to know. Good to know. Resume. Feud. And then we needed like 300 some straw. Yeah, we need way more straw. It's the last straw. How dare you? It's the last straw. This game looks interesting. Let's see what it's about. Dev. Wait, what? Let's see what it's about. Orange, Japan. Yeah, alright. Don't need to go any further than that. Wait, what? I am confused. What? What? Twitch formatting screwed me a little bit on it. Ah, I see. I was confused. Confused. Dev of game is Orange, Japan. What does that? What is that word? Oh, I see. I got it. H games. Yep. I was like, what? It sounds familiar, but I'm like, I've never heard that as the title. Yeah, that makes more sense. H game. Eroge. Ah, okay, no, I've heard that before. Eroge. Yep. My brain, seeing it in writing like that, just did not comprehend it. But I have heard it. I have seen it. I got it. Watching the preview though, I don't know how it's an H game. It has nice art style and it's Metroidvania, which is interesting. There's so many of those out there at this point. It's kind of funny to me. Where I'm like, wow, this actually looks interesting. And it happens to be an H game? Interesting. Stop pretending to be innocent, cat? Oh, hell no. I play H games. One of my favorite ones was Mirror. Why can't I? Oh, I need basic healing potion. I am cultured. I are cultured. It has a not safe for work patch that you can get. Actually, one of my favorite deck building games has to be an H game. It has mechanics I've never seen before in any other deck building type game. It's actually kind of surprising how good some of the games are. Kind of surprising. Tractor Supply Company. Okay. Shadowverse? I don't think Shadowverse is an H game. But I'm not sure. I don't think I've played much Shadowverse. I think I played it like once for like a couple of hours and that was it. They do one thing and they do it really well, where other games are trying to do everything all at once and they do it less than mediocre. It is, but if you think about it, it isn't. I've never played it, but it kind of looks like one. Are we actually talking about Shadowverse? Interesting if we are, because again, it doesn't look like one. It definitely doesn't look like one. I'm not talking about Shadowverse myself. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, that's what I was confused. Confuzzled. There we go. Sorry. Mog's like, grrr. Damn it, cat. From the outside looking in, Shadow. Game. Sorry. Sorry. My legs last night were so restless. I kept, like, stretching my legs out and my knees would pop and it just made my legs feel even worse. I had to eventually just like sit up in bed and just like rub my knees and I was like, why? But everything was like restless legs like crazy. Could not sleep very well at all. Restless legs is like the worst. It's funny, every once in a while I will just get out of bed and like walk. And like just walk in circles around the apartment because my legs hurt. I haven't had that in a while actually. I wonder what I'm doing different. Yeah, I don't know. Mine have just started getting like really, really bad. I really need to sharpen my knives more often, especially this Walmart one. It nicks that. Wait, it has nicks that 100%, 100 passes didn't work out. Oh, geez. I hear drinking caffeine late at night can cause it. Interesting. I wonder if that's what's going on. Because I usually, like, soda... Caffeine itself, if I have... it's like a bell graph for me. If I have a little bit of it, it's fine. But if I have too much caffeine, I crash. And I will take some amazing, like, caffeine power naps. I haven't been able to much anymore because I can't drink coffee. My medication doesn't let me drink coffee. And so now when I drink soda, I'm like, it's not going to affect me. Like soda doesn't keep me awake, but it might still be messing with my like restless legs. Sounds like you need a hammer and a forge. Yes. Yes, indeed. Restless leg syndrome is highly linked to dopamine imbalance. ADHD, go purr. Yeah, that's true too. I need to, like... I should probably tell my psychiatrist about it. I wish I could fit one, but I could... If I could, I would have one already. For now, I'm dropping down from 800 to 400 grit. You could make like a backyard forge. Pat suddenly becomes like master blacksmith. Master blacksmith. Oh. I'm gonna need to get more soda. More soda. Between the flower beds and the deck, there isn't enough space for one in the backyard, and it would be quite flammable. It's true. My mom once ruined a $100 chef's knife splitting crabs. Oof. Aren't you supposed to like do it with the back end? Like... They had... so one of the buffets in Japan that we went to had crabs. Like crab legs. I think they were like snow crabs. They were like they were like this big. And their legs are spindly and huge. But I actually, weirdly enough, remembered how to eat crab. And I had to show everyone at the table how to like cut it or like twist it and then pull, and you get like this string of meat that comes out. And like you have to do it at like certain joints to get the rest of the meat out. And so I was like teaching everyone at the table, and I'm like, I remember doing this as a kid like once. That's it. I just remember eating crab like this once in my life, and for some reason it was a skill that I've always just had. It used to like really gross me out. And I think not so much anymore. It still like made me feel like meh, like seeing like the inside shell. So like I couldn't take the shell. They had parts of it where it was just the shell, and then like I guess it was broiled or something like that, and then like you popped it off and then you ate the inside of it with like a tiny little like fork. And I was like, I can't do. I'll eat the crab meat, but I don't want to like peel it like that. I stopped eating crab as a kid because it was always so messy. It's very messy. Very messy. But Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. It's just like, I still feel weird that like, it's one of those skills and I'm like, I've done it once in my life and how did I still retain this? Does anyone else have that? Where you're like, you've seen it once and it might have been something from like childhood and you're like, how do I still, like, songs I think are another one where we went to Atlantic City with Nanny and we went to a buffet that had seafood. Yeah. I remember that and I remember trying to eat oyster for the first time and I just no. Just no. Bought and cooked a lobster for Mother's Day. That was certainly an experience. Did you do like wait. Did you like was it alive? I see food, I eat food. Yeah, I do remember that Atlantic City buffet, the seafood buffet. Because I did try, and I just couldn't. I can't do oysters. I can't do mussels. I can't do scallops. Like, nah. If it's chewy, no, thank you. Did it do the scream? Apparently lobsters, when you boil them, they scream. And it's not actually them screaming. It's the pressure of their shell, like, hissing. It's kind of like a kettle. Chaotic! Food shouldn't fight back. Sign language, just the alphabet my dad showed me once in a Pizza Hut while waiting for our food, and I still remember it. I think that's also one of mine. I learned it as a kid for school. Because we ended up doing, like, sign language songs at one point. And so, like, they actually taught us in, like, I think it was elementary school, how to do sign language. Blubber nuggets? Chewy. Why does that blubber nuggets? I just, no. Just no. That name. Nope, no scream or noise other than bubbling water. Okay. Yeah, because I have heard that, like, sometimes, it has that, like, hissing, like, a kettle sound. It's a Fairly Odd Parent reference. That's funny. They eat squid alive in some countries, rumored to be lethal when its suckers grab the inside of your throat. I've also seen people, like, talk about doing that as well. I just, no. If it wiggles, no, 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 just no. Chaotic, I have to, so I think either today or tomorrow, Cal said he was going to go over to Freeport and buy some storage. So I was like, well, if you're over there, tell Chaotic hi for me. But I don't know when he's actually going. They taught us Braille alphabet in 2nd grade and I can't remember any of it. Yeah, that I don't think I ever, like, learned. But yeah, they taught us alphabet, like, sign language alphabet. And then, like, some of the songs I remember, like, having to do sign language for. Because apparently, like, this is Christmas. Like, C in a rainbow apparently is Christmas. Braille is one of those things where if you don't actively use it and really learn it, you aren't going to remember anything. Yeah. That's the same with most things, though. If you don't use it, you lose it. Don't use it, you lose it. Saw a YouTube of a girl trying to eat an octopus and it stuck to her mouth and cheeks as it tried to escape. Not sure if it was funny or not. Oh. 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 No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay. Tangerine Cat. Clever. Very clever. No, bad. The thing about Braille is that people never see the use of it. That was clever, though. I laughed because I'm darn near blind. Oof. Husky, hello, how are you? That's... Ah, jeez. Oh, I'm not in the correct gear. I need to swap gear. Okay, I think that's right. That's right, right? Right. Okay, we're right. We're good. I saw Subnautica 2 is out, and I thought about playing it, and then I remembered how much I hated playing... Well, actually, I loved playing the first one, but it was terrifying. It's like one of my greatest fears is the ocean, is water. Subnautica is a horror game. I don't know any blind people, but I have a genuine question, mostly for those blind at birth. What are colors to them? Yeah, like that, I find that stuff like that very fascinating. Because especially if you have someone, they don't even have to be blind, but like just colorblind in general. And you try to explain what colors are. Like, it's kind of like the whole Matrix reels like conversation, because it's all just transmitters like in your brain and your eyes. So like to someone, like what they see is their reality. So yeah, or don't see for that matter. Doing fine, just hanging out with the wife. Nice. Wife time is always very important. I don't think you can describe a color to a blind person. Yeah, you can't. Because to describe color, you have to use color, right? And for the most part, it wouldn't matter, but I would be interested to know what that concept to them is, if it makes sense. Blind people see the truth. Color doesn't exist anyways. Yeah, see? I mean, it's the whole point of it is light refracting, right? Is it refracting or reflecting? I can't remember which one it is. But yeah. See the truth. But yeah. Very interesting. I think reflection, because I think refracting is bending. That's what I thought too. And then of course you have people like that do the whole color theory thing, being like white is the absence of colors and black is all the colors. Actually refracting. I don't know, that's about as close to a paradox as we can get. I mean, it's very, I like talking psychology like that, and the whole what is real, because you have people out there who, for example, like have mental illnesses that their reality is completely different than, say, like the reality that is considered quote unquote like normal. But it's their reality. That to them is real. Hallucinations are hallucinations, but they're real to a lot of people. Like, white is all colors and black is the absence of all colors. Okay. I knew it was one of the two. I know art theory, as in color theory via, like, art, but not like the scientific version. It's bending of light and bending in different angles. That's for pigments. Light colors would be the opposite. It's more than just reflecting and refracting. There's also scattering, diffusion, absorb, just a bunch of different mechanisms. But the basic is that, yes, different materials interact with different wavelengths of light in certain ways, which gives them their color. I think you die over and over again, but every time you do, you go into another dimension where you are still alive, so you never really die. Interesting. Very interesting. If black is absence, how does it absorb all colors? Yeah, it's one of, it's like the one of two of something. But FYI, I spelled it right. Oh, with the U. It's funny, like, I think the word that I did the other day was behavior, and I added the U in behavior, and I was so confused why it kept telling me that it was incorrect, and I was like, nah, it is correct. And then I recorrected it, and I was like, oh, it's cause US. It's cause America. Also, every time you dream, you see into another version of yourself, basically the many worlds theory. I for the longest time, had like some weird theories about dreaming and how you could potentially like actually have like a dream world and like people contact you through like dream worlds, and that when you actually like talk to people in dream worlds, like, and then yeah, I was like, that's fascinating stuff. The mind is fascinating. So if it absorbs all light, then the light doesn't go back to your eyes, which you see as black. Discord gets the spelling of some words wrong. It's true. Humans have colors that we cannot see for ourselves. I'm willing to put down that there isn't a world where I'm constantly visited by a skeleton wearing a top hat trying to beat me with a cane. I mean, you never know. Light and paint are different for pigments and paint. Black is all colors in light. Black is absence of color. Pure black means that no amount of any wavelength of light is being reflected, meaning there's no color to be seen. Yeah. But yeah, even then, it's funny because black is not a color that happens in nature. Like pure black. It does and it doesn't. Because when you actually mix all the colors, it's like a dark brown. And so I remember when I was first learning about like color theory, it's nighttime is actually a dark blue. Like certain shadows have like space. So there's no true, like there's the true black, but apparently like there's no like pigment in the world, in nature, that's like not man-made, that isn't, or like black is only man-made. Did you learn color theory the same time as cooking theory? No, I actually graduated high school with an associate's in fine arts. So I did all the AP art classes. 5 out of 7 of my classes as a senior was art. So if this were true, then the black is black could be achieved by adding more pigment. Yeah, so black as a whole is not technically used in like traditional painting. You use a darker color of the same color, or you muddy the color. Yeah, soak the edge of paper and the black ink runs and you'll see the color it's made from. Yeah. Are we mixing paints and light? That's the whole, that's what we were talking about, is the difference between like art colors and light colors. Black pigment doesn't exist. The closest man-made black is Vanta black, and it's still not 100% black. Yeah. Yep. Technically, black holes is the only like nature-made black color because that's the true absence. But as for like black roses are a mutation, and even then I think they're not even truly like, I think they're a dark purple. I can't remember what it is. But yeah. Even then, like, it's not something that naturally occurs. And then, of course, you have, like, blackbirds. But if you look at blackbirds, they're not actually, like, all black. They have that, like, reflectant. So it's actually, like, blues and greens and stuff like that. But yes, technically, are dark as fuck gray. It's true. 'Tis true. I just think all of that's, like, really interesting. There is no true black. Also, isn't there like some weird patent on like the blackest of black paints that like only like one company makes it or something like that, and you have to like pay them like a metric crap ton of money? One person and he's a POS. That's what I thought. There is true black. Black holes are true black because they absorb all light. That's what I was saying. Black holes are the only thing that is technically true black. True black. I'm surprised more people just don't make. Someone made a counterpart to Vanta Black because he is a POS and it's like the brightest pink. That's funny. I didn't hear that. My ears tend to turn off while typing. Also trying to talk, sharpen knives, and farm salt at the same time. It's all good. No worries. But yeah. All of the fun things. All of small things. We want tailoring. Tailoring. The pinkest pink guy made it such that everyone is allowed to use the pinkest pink except for the guy who made the blackest black. That's a very in particular move. That's amazing. That is amazing. Well done, person. Well done. Just be careful not to get yourself messing up on the other stuff is fine. I'm gonna lose my shit on Twitch here soon, I swear. Why? What's wrong with Twitch? What's happening with Twitch? What is Twitch doing? Is Twitch be twitching? It's giving me errors because the website is built from fucking sticks and 20-year-old duct tape. Got it. Yesterday, it wouldn't let me stay connected to chat. Today, it keeps pausing my stream. Interesting. That's unfortunate. Oh, That's a global emote. I haven't seen that global emote. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Um... Alright. I use this character primarily for all like my farming and my cooking. And it is, whoops. Farming 64. Oof. I need to get better tools on this character. Because, like, I have 50s in foraging and I have, like, tier 3. I have 60 fishing, tier 3. Like, I need to upgrade a lot of these. Would black exist in nature inside a sealed lead box? Huh. Would it? It's a great question. Or would it just be like the darkest gray? Absence of everything. Woo, Walmart knife done through the diamond stones. Now for the other one. Good job. Farming is amongst my lowest profession in EA1, which is why I'm working on it in EA2. Yeah, it's actually like not that bad. I think some light might still pass through. If you can create a room with a complete absence of light, yes. Complete absence of light. Sounds like a metal band. Still be at farming level 1. I think his alts are farming though. I could have sworn he said something about his alt farming. I have mini forest. I have 3 houses. I have 3 small houses that just don't have anyone in them. They're literally there for aesthetic. I wanted to, at some point, move one of my alts into one of these houses and make it an actual like roleplay space. Got farming to 69, so I'm doing pretty good. Hunting and skill are my lowest. I think hunting for me is still my lowest. A part of me wishes I reset my dude for EA2 just to see numbers go up, and right now they're frozen. Just wait for 1.0 when everything launches again. Yeah, hunting 51 is my lowest. Hunting, leatherworking, and tailoring. I need to get my tailoring up. Definitely need to get my tailoring up. Muons? Muons? What's muons? Would pass through and create light through radiation. Pesty muon. What is a muon? Oh, I'm wrong. Apparently, technically, all molecules emit some amount of infrared radiation, meaning there is always some visibly imperceptible amount of light. Thus, not truly black. Also, I've learned adjacent that that black holes aren't 100% black either. Not even the universe can create full black. There you go. But I do think black holes are the closest thing. I think black holes were said to be one of the closest things. There is true black at the edge of the universe. Oh, excuse me. You can technically see full black by looking at a portion of space at which the universe hasn't expanded to. Huh. Interesting. At which the universe hasn't expanded to. But then the concept of look is kind of strange because then it isn't part of the observed universe. Isn't the point of black that you can't see it though? Not even the universe can create photos. So if the universe hasn't expanded there, then the universe hasn't created it. Oh man. Getting into some technicalities there. Everywhere the light touches is our kingdom. Oh. Welcome to the universe. Oh. Damn. I have to do math. Oh. Physicists would have a field day on this Twitch chat. It's kind of funny, actually. But yeah. Cat math isn't mathin', but it's fine. I'll figure it out later. Someone at Neil deGrasse Tyson on Twitter. What constitutes true green? It's a spectrum. It technically doesn't exist because everyone's eyes are different. So there's no true green either. There's no true anything. Technically. There's no true anything, technically. It's all lies. This is why the Matrix is a thing. It's true. This is why the Matrix is a thing. That comes back to my original statement. Blind people see the truth because color isn't real. So even the pinkest pink could be red to someone. Realize, realize, realize. Realize, realize, realize. That is an amazing quote. I'm sure true green is theoretical and measurable. Well, I mean, it's that whole discussion of, like... that's from Jaden Smith, by the way. Really? I guess it's one of his songs. Ember, what did you do? You broke our world perspective. You're welcome. But like talking about the sky being blue to someone, like you can convince, I mean, isn't this philosophy? Like, aren't we getting into like the realm of philosophy where you can try to convince someone that the sky is actually green and there's no way that you can't like not disprove that, or you can prove that? Like there was a phase where Jaden Smith just came out with the dumbest tweets. Oh man. The sky is falling. How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real? Okay, that one's actually kind of clever. And there, I think, oh shoot, I can't remember what his name is, but there's a guy on YouTube that debunks like a lot of that stuff, where he was talking about perspective and forced perspective, and how you can make things like look smaller and like bigger, and like there's a chair painted on the floor, but if you turn it a certain way, it actually looks like it's not painted, it looks like it's sitting there, and then you could have someone standing in like a certain room, and like mirrors like reflect in a certain way that it is actually like warping. It's so interesting. That fully reflects green wavelength of light, fully absorbs all the other wavelengths or something. The sky is blue because of the wind. I like trying to think of new color. Think of a new color. How would you think of a new color? Oh, that's great. Think of a new color. It's not possible. The fun one with mirrors is watching people freak out about a mirror being able to see an egg behind a piece of paper. I don't think I've seen this one. I'll have to like look that up. Orangey purple. But technically every color exists already. Your eyes have 3 receptors that determine color. One sits in red, one sits in blue, and the other one sits in green. The greenest green would be one that is closest to the green receptor, but everyone's eyes are a little bit different. Crayola does it all. Try to think of an alien that doesn't rely on known Earth concepts. I always end up with some kind of turquoise, then give up. Yeah, but technically every color already exists to some form or another. You wouldn't think of a new color, you would create a new material that interacts with light in a way that no other object has. And then the resulting color of the object is a new color as far as humans are concerned. Does it though? I like... Because you can mix every color in the world. In everything. Which at this point we wouldn't be able to see and would just be black. Oh man. We have an ad break going on. What is... Also, there are people with 4 color receptors in their eyes and they can see colors no one else can. That's freaking cool. What if you mix green with a note, an F sharp note? Or an F pound sign note? It's called tetrachromacy? Tetrachromacy. Tetrachromacy. Huh. You can't mix every color in the world. That's why we have the pink is pink, but not the orangest orange or the green is green. I live in a country that is apparently not interested in Twitch 5-second ad breaks. There you go. Lucky. I'm sure a lot of people would be wishing they had 5-second ad breaks. Only women get tetrachromacy. If men have the same gene, it usually ends up as red-green color blindness. Huh. That's interesting. Very interesting. Also, I need to use the restroom again, so I'll be right back. 1 sec.